Hi guys, welcome back, and today I'll be doing the next part for What If the Z Fighters Train with Goku. Now, I know I've left this one for a while, but to be honest I left it because I feel like it wasn't too popular, and it was sort of one of my older ones. I enjoyed making it, but I just didn't want to make things people weren't enjoying. However, I've been getting a lot of questions asking about it, so I just think I'll continue it from now on, which makes me happy because I'm looking forward to it. Now, last time we left off, we had the Z Fighters fighting the Saiyans, and actually both Saiyans came out of it alive, but they are barely hanging on to life, and the fate of their life actually being left up to the Guardian of Earth. Now, back with the story, we joined the Z Fighters in the middle of explaining to Kami why the two Saiyans are actually still alive, and Goku explains that he wants to help them become good, and he will get a good training partner out of them, but everyone else is saying that Goku needs to kill him and before they get a chance to heal. But Goku then argues back, saying that we gave Piccolo a chance and he helped us today stop these guys. What if there's someone else who's stronger than them, and if we give them a chance now, they might help us? But this does sort of make sense to everyone, but it's slowly not really working. Goku is actually losing ground, and Kami also believes that Piccolo is up to something, so he believes even though he was given a second chance, he's about to do something terrible with it. Now, while this is all happening, Yamcha's off collecting the Dragon Balls, and so far he's only probably got one ball. However, he feels really weird. He feels like he's being followed, but he can't seem to sense anything. So he's just leaving it to being paranoid after fighting the Saiyans. And recently he's been thinking about how the gap between him, Krillin, and Goku has grown again. Even though him and Krillin trained with each other for years and managed to overtake Goku for a little bit, Krillin managed to pull ahead again, which sort of fires up Yamcha. He hasn't been this ready to train in ages. Even when the Saiyans were coming, he wasn't this eager to train. And he wants to try and pull ahead of Goku and Krillin now. But for now, he wants to get the Dragon Balls to wish back the city that was just destroyed. Just as Yamcha's finished his thought, he feels a huge power rise underneath him, but he doesn't really have time to recognise it before he feels nothing. Before he can even let out a word, two giant hands crush him, and then a laugh is let out. Everyone can sense what just happened to Yamcha. They sensed him there, him flying around, and then him disappear, with a power level increase rapidly and decrease rapidly. Everyone starts trying to figure out what happened, and the two Saiyans who are on the floor, confused, are just trying to figure out what just happened. They don't really understand what's happening. Goku's starts saying, he just disappeared, he's just gone. How did that happen? Krillin suggests that maybe there's another Saiyan that they possibly missed. Kami sighs and says really quietly, I unfortunately believe that's my other half. Now, originally Kami wanted to kill himself if Piccolo did something which wasn't good for the group, but now he can't. He can't just kill himself. Piccolo smartly took down Yamcha before making a move. Now Kami is responsible, because if he dies, there's no more Dragon Balls. And on top of that, not only will they not be able to bring Yamcha back, all of the citizens who just died in East City, they're forever dead as well. He can't just off himself. Piccolo's made a good move here. Now this destroys everyone's spirits. Even though they just won an amazing battle, the person they fought alongside has just destroyed their trust. And he didn't show any signs of betrayal. He was weird, but Piccolo's always been a bit weird. Goku figuring out that Piccolo just killed one of his closest friends, someone he trained with for years. You've got to remember, every one of the Z Fighters is a lot closer here, because they trained while they were under Kami. They're just much better friends now. Goku's kind of angry, and he's without words. He's just been sat there. Eventually they come up with a plan to go see if they can find Yamcha and grab the Dragon Balls he had, and maybe there's a chance he's alive. Like that, the remaining Z Fighters fly off to go make sure. When they arrive, they just see Yamcha's corpse. It's stood there and it's crushed, it's mangled together, it's horrible. But what really confuses the group, that the Dragon Ball and the radar are both there. So he didn't even kill Yamcha to get the Dragon Balls. For all they know, he's just disappeared off the face of the earth. Because the moment his power rised up, it vanished as fast as it risen. And now the group is really on guard. The group don't know what to do, but they decide that they need to get rid of Piccolo, or they need to do something, they need to bring him in. So everyone figures out that he's obviously suppressed and he can't have moved too far. He's on foot, so the group split up and start searching in different directions to try and find him. But after a while, none of them have found him, and they decide to meet back up and try and figure out what the best move is from there. While they're talking, Tien actually senses something. It's just for a split second, but he got a good sense. It was Piccolo, and he just begins to fly off at the fastest speed he can push himself out to without saying a word, confusing the others. However, they soon figure out to follow him, and when they do, they soon find Piccolo stood out in the open, looking up towards the group. He's got a horrible smirk on his face. He then points towards Krillin, saying, "You're the next one," which confuses Piccolo, as it now sounds like he's got a list of people he needs to kill. Goku is hardly holding back his anger, asks, "What are you talking about?" Piccolo then starts saying, "I'm not an idiot. I know you can beat me, Goku. I can't even beat Krillin right now. But you two are the ones who embarrass me the most. At the tournament, me, a demon, the rightful ruler of this earth, almost beaten by a bold midget. But that's not where it ends. Years later, the bandit and the midget come for me. They challenge me. I lost because I was weaker. And what made it even worse, they left me a pity senzu bean. It was horrible. Hearing about the two Saiyans coming to Earth, it was the perfect opening to try and become stronger. And for a while, I was the top dog. But after you two came back, massively stronger than me, I almost gave up hope. However, I was hardly hurt during this recent fight. I would say I'm fighting fit, but you're tired. Whatever that technique was you used, the Kaioken, it's drained you. The only real threat was Yamcha, who was at max capacity, but you see what happened to him. And honestly, I don't believe you just stood there for this long. And before any of the group can figure out what he means, a light flashes out, flying towards Krillin, putting a massive hole in his stomach, sending Krillin to the floor, and within a second killing him. Goku, Tien and Chaozu are left in shock. They didn't even see him charge an attack, so where did it come from? Just then a second Piccolo walks out from the forest and fuses back to on. "Thanks for reminding me of the multiform technique, Goku. I couldn't have killed him without you." That was enough for Goku to snap, flying straight down towards Piccolo, punching him in the stomach, winding the Namekian, causing him to cough up some blood even. Piccolo sits there laughing. He thinks he's won. Mentally, even if he loses to Goku now, he is the victor. But Goku goes to end it, and he remembers that if he kills him, he won't be able to bring back Yamcha or Krillin, and he actually jumps away a little bit. And he begins to question what to do. He doesn't know what to do, and Piccolo knows this, and he actually starts charging at Goku. Piccolo has the Z fighters in a grip right now, and it's a horrible one. He is actually in control of every action they've made so far. Goku sat there just avoiding attacks from Piccolo. And here's King Kai's voice in his head saying, "Goku, just kill him. Kami said it's fine. Just go through with it. Just do it." Hearing this, Goku places his trust in his former mentors and kills Piccolo with a giant Kamehameha. Goku looks saddened. Tien and Chaozu are in shock. With no other option, they all head back to the lookout. It's empty. Kami's not there. The Saiyans are still on the floor trying to gather some energy back. Mr. Popo has been watching them, but he's deeply saddened by the loss of Kami. The group don't know what to do. You see, originally Krillin was the one to come up with the idea to go to Namek, and he's not here. However, when the Saiyans actually start to figure out what's happening, and actually hears the group saying how apparently some of them died to the Namekian, Vegeta actually speaks up. He's a smart man and he sees an opening. He says out to them, "Well, I actually know where we might be able to find more Dragon Balls." Hearing this, the group freezes up for a moment. Goku doesn't know what to think here. He doesn't want to trust Vegeta. The last person he trusted that was an enemy before killed them. But he tells Vegeta to go on. He starts explaining that the Namekian was the cause for the Dragon Balls, right? So if you put 2 and 2 together, those Namekians have a home planet. We should head there. Well, here's the deal. I know where the planet is. You don't. I know how to get to there. You don't. So, I'll take you to this planet and I'll let you wish back your little friends. In return, me and my friend Nappa get immortality. Now, I know this has been a short part, but this is where I'm actually leaving it. I know I haven't really covered much, but I just wanted to ease my way back into this life. This part had been written for a while, but because I dropped the what if for ages, I just never got around to doing it. So, I hope everyone enjoyed it, and I just want to ask some questions. So in the next part, the group is planning on going to Namek, and in the poll right now, there should be a question. I'm wondering, should Nappa and Vegeta be allowed to go along with the group? What do I mean by this? Well, like normal, Goku's probably going to take a ship out to Namek like he did in canon, with Tien being there. Only this time, Vegeta and Nappa will be there, and they are the ones who have promised to take them to Namek. So do you believe Nappa and Vegeta should go with the two? Let me know down in the comments or in the poll, and I'll speak to you next time. Have a great day or good night.